Hey guys, how are you? Okay, this is the video of my home in Panaca, Nevada, where I live full-time now in my RV. I've been wanting to make this video for some time, but it's either been too cold or I've got too many projects going on. I didn't want to do the video until I got them finished. Well, there's always projects, and I still have quite a few to do, but if I don't do the video now, I never will. So give you a quick overview here. This is the airport, the main access road. And that's my truck and my Mitsubishi, and there's the pilot's lounge, and there's the BLM office. The firefighters back there on the left hand side. Okay, let's get a little close here and take a look at the exterior. Then I want to do the interior, and yeah, so let's just start with the exterior here. This is a Jayco model 195 RB, which I think that means 19.5 feet long rear bathroom, I think. Anyway, the reason I chose Jayco was because they've got a good reputation in the industry for their quality, but make no mistake, this is the most basic travel trailer you can really buy. I mean, it's like going to get a car and you just get the base model with no options. This is it, but it's good quality. Single axle, not a very fancy way to get in here, entrance way, things like that. But let's just go over. I got this nice awning. We got the blue lights here for the evening time for a little mood lighting, I guess. And then you'll notice I got a lot of things off Amazon. I got these security lights off Amazon. A lot of things off Amazon. They're just really convenient for me when I live in this remote area. And they've got good stuff. You just got to shop around for it. Moving along to the front of the coach. Yeah, once again, base model. It's a hand crank jack, which is not a big deal. It originally came with one tank. I added the second one, and I added a different regulator back there so that when one runs empty, it automatically switches to the second one, so you don't run out of heat at 2 or 3 in the morning or in the middle of cooking. Simple battery. I don't think I'm going to go with any more batteries than that. Maybe solar. Well, I have panels, but we'll talk about that later. Coming around the left side, here's where the tank is. The interior tank, you fill that up and then you just draw water off of that from inside with a pump. It's only 20 gallons. It's not very big. And but the reason I use it, I'll explain it. If you go with city water, that's just too much force on the system. 50 pounds per square inch or whatever it is, or 50 psi. It's just too much. And with these RVs, I mean, I didn't know this, but a lot of them are made with plastic plumbing parts, and even the quality ones. And so you don't want to put too much pressure on the system because they'll leak. I had that problem early on, a lot of leakage, and that's not good. But with the interior water tank, you just fill it up once a day, and then you draw off that, and then when it's not in demand, it shuts off. The pump shuts off, and the pump is only 25 psi. Okay, enough of that boring stuff. Let's get back to the regular part of the coach again. So that's my excuse me, my shore power coming in from the pole here, and then that's of course the black and gray tanks emptying into the septic system. Once again, they're only 15 gallons each, so once a day you got to empty them. I'm surprised I go through that much water, 20 gallons a day, but I do. Okay, that's the hot water heater access. Now here's the city water connection. Now you can just take a hose and just hook it right up to that. In fact, here's the hose here. You can see the blue one coming in down here, and then right now I have it off to the side of the coach for the tank here. But if you wanted to, you could just plug it in there full time. There again, I don't recommend it because you could come home or wake up in the morning and your whole RV is full of water on the floor. They're not designed for that, just like in a house. So coming around the back, pretty simple. There again, no ladder. A lot of the modern or more expensive RVs have a ladder. I don't really need that. I have a ladder I can use. Oh, and another thing, no slide outs. It's just a very simple box, rectangular box. Slide outs are really nice because they add a lot of room on the inside. A lot more dimension, but it's like double the cost. I just couldn't justify it. Okay, so let's go on inside. And by the way, I'm just going to give you a quick overview, and that can be the end of the video if you want. I'll show you what it looks like, and then I want to explain things in detail after that. So as we come inside, let me get the door here. We come to the pantry. Okay. And that's a pantry. It's pretty good size. It's very good size. Actually, a lot of them don't have this size of a pantry. Of course, I put shelves in it. But this one does, just based on the design. Here you have the bathroom. Very basic. Very, very basic. There, the vent, the light. Okay, coming around. Kitchen area. Your basic fridge. Now, the good thing about this fridge is it's still gas powered, or it can be propane powered. You can either go off your electricity or you can go off gas, and that's very good for off-roading because you don't want to waste your electricity. Well, now with this administration that we have, they're banning gas stoves, what, in 2030, something like that. Pretty much gas everything. So I was really surprised. A lot of the manufacturers just said, heck, we're not going to wait till 2030. We're just going to go straight electric now. Deal with it. And so this is a 2020 model, by the way. But yeah, anything new nowadays is not going to have gas. It's all electric. And eventually, here's my propane 2-burner stove. It probably won't be long before they get rid of that too. And then my propane heater. Anyway, kitchen, microwave, air conditioner. Some of the air conditioners that they put on the ceiling for the same model, I wish they would have done that with mine. They put them right about here. But, you know, it's still works. I could have used that space for storage. Anyway, kitchen, coming on back, recliner. And then the bed area. Nice little nightstand. Electric oven. Overhead storage. The dinette. What's left of the dinette. And that's basically it. Okay, now I'm going to go into detail on this, and I guess I'll start with the bed itself. So as you can see, that's a twin bed side to side. It's a twin extra large actually, so I got plenty of room side to side. I don't fall over the edge. This originally came with a queen, and the queen went this way, north and south. And that's how they usually do these RVs. They don't design them for a single person because there just wouldn't be any money in it. I mean, they're not going to tool their factories for single people when the market is mostly couples and couples with children. That's who they sell to. So I had to take the queen. I like queen beds, but I just didn't need that much space. And the queen came all the way out to where this curtain is. So you can see all of that space that it freed up by me simply turning it sideways. And twin it's 38 inches wide. It's plenty of room for me. I don't need anything else. I did have to modify the cabinet on this side because, as you can imagine, well, I had this one over here, same one, but as you can imagine, the headroom for it would just not be enough. And so I had to modify this. I tried to use the same mirror, but I shattered the mirror. Then I tried to use the same panel opening door, but that didn't work. So I just went with just the regular black panel and put that in there. All my clothes are up here. If I need anything more than that, too bad. I mean, they're all, I keep them clean. I got plenty for a couple weeks, and I don't need any more than that. I don't need a big closet full of junk. I could put it in the hanger if I want, but I don't want to get involved with that. So yeah, that's the bed. And then the other thing you might notice is the dinette. Okay, let me walk around this way. So there again, these dinettes, they usually come with the bench that's back here, the same bench over here, and then the idea is the table drops down and then you have another berth for a small kid or two small kids. But I didn't need that, and that's why I got rid of the bench on this side, and I built a custom table here, and it basically acts as a desk, or a small eating area for me, just me. And I put in this nice little, once again, Amazon, little drawer here for pens and pencils. So it's kind of a small desk. But this is a custom table that I made. The ones that they come with, I don't know why it is, with boats and RVs, no matter the quality, they have the ugliest tables, just simple wood tables that are ugly. So that's why I did this one the way I did. Now I did make it a little too narrow, and that's why I added this other black piece here, and it was just too difficult to match what I had here, so I just went with black. I redesigned this thing so many times that would have been the space, the width that I needed, because I originally had this recliner on this side, but like I say, since I've changed it so many times, I just added the black. And like everything else in here, there's a lot of black that doesn't go, or well, I mean, it blends in, so that's what I went with. So, and then also, yeah, the recliner. So this is a RV recliner. It's, you wouldn't think it would fit in here, but it does. I mean, it's designed for it anyway. Yeah, and by the way, I did raise it a couple of inches. I put a platform on the bottom because I wanted to take advantage of my view outside, what I'll get to later. Made a big difference. That 5 or 6, 7 inches I could see outside, which I'll show you in a minute. This is also a custom table here that I use for, obviously, the electric oven. And I'm really, really glad I went with electric. I was just bashing electric earlier, but I'm glad I went with electric because it's just so much easier. Takes up so little room. It's a Calphalon. It has some limitations, but for the most part, it does everything I want. Because I was originally going to get an RV propane oven, and I was going to put it under here and plumb it in some way, and I'm glad I didn't. It would have just taken up too much room. This is very simple. There again, the custom table. And that flips up for extra prep space, what have you. Okay, so let's get to the kitchen area. I did a lot of work to this kitchen, mainly building shelves underneath there. That was a lot of work because I couldn't build those shelves and then just put them in there. They had to be built inside, so that was really hard to get it in there, but I'm glad I did. As you can see, I got most of my pots and pans and that kind of thing. And then what I'm really happy with is this utensil drawer, which wasn't here. This was all just blank space. And so I fashioned this utensil drawer that comes in and out. Utensils. There's a smaller utensil thing here. And it's small like this because it'll hit the sink. It can't go in that far because it'll hit the sink. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. It worked out nice. There again, I went with black because there's no way I could have reproduced this color. They call it modern farmhouse. Looks like dirty farmhouse to me. But anyway, that's in 2022, that was all the rage. I think it still is. But I couldn't replicate that. So I just went with black, like everything else in here that I said is black trim and so forth. Okay, and then the backsplash here, everything's Amazon. Knife holder, Amazon. Pot holders, Amazon. Let me back up a little bit. The rack for the onions and stuff, Amazon. Wine racks, Amazon. The wine glass rack, Amazon. And for the back area here to mount everything, I was going to use 1x2s from Lowe's or Home Depot, but if you people know, ever been there to buy those things, none of them are straight. They're not only not straight, but they're very thick. They're 3/4 of an inch thick. These are baseboards that you get in your big box stores. They're also like a 1/4 inch thick, and they're straight as can be. I had to buy black screws, black everything, Once again, you can't buy black screws in Home Depot. Amazon, they had them. So that's how I was able to make the rack for everything. Okay. Oh, what else? Like, there was something. Oh, the lighting. Okay. Now, what a lot of people don't like about these RVs is the stark lighting. Just, they call them puck lights, and no matter what brand or what size you buy, they come with these. And it's just, they're LEDs, but they're just stark white, very bright. A lot of people don't like them. I turn them on, of course, for like this video, or if I'm, you know, working in the kitchen or whatever, but I can turn those off. And the best thing I ever did was this rope lighting, I guess you'd call it, on the top, because originally I was going to use like regular Christmas lights, but as I was going through Lowe's, I saw these, and these things are incredible. They turn all sorts of different colors. Here's the control panel for it. You can see, you can just, all different colors, and you can make them strobe and everything else. So let's just, this is white right now. Let's go with, that's red. Green, come on, green. Or blue. Come on, blue. So these things are not working too well. Okay, there's blue. And then you can change the intensity. You can make it, it's taking a while, but it's getting dimmer. And go back up. But what I normally do at nighttime, I turn it to the yellow. I think it's yellow. Come on, yellow. That's kind of a bad connection here. That's all it takes. So one more thing to work on. Okay, so there's the yellow. Okay, so yeah, that makes it so much better for ambient light, mood lighting, whatever you want to call it. And then, as you can see, the two puck lights in the berth, I went with, there's like a film you can use. It's like a film for like lighting studios and stuff like that. Anyway, I used orange. So those are permanently kind of orange. It's hard to tell from the camera. So that works out nice. There's my hammock. That kind of goes back to my boat days when I was living on a boat. And yeah, I use these hammocks for like my underwear and stuff. I really kind of like it. Okay, moving along. Okay, so yeah, so let's go into some detail. The pantry. Now, I don't like anything in the kitchen. I don't like paper towels and stuff, and so I put this on there. That's kind of overkill, but these are hollow doors. Yeah, but no paper towels, no nothing. Clean. I put in this rack for the dish rags, and I put in this little thing for dish rags. Okay, now, before you say, wow, I want to get me one of these. I want to do the same thing Bacon did. Well, let's get to the bathroom. That might change your mind. Okay, as you can see, okay, it's a decent bathroom. It's got a really nice size shower, because it's really a bathtub, but it's way too small for a bathtub, but it's perfect for a shower. Plenty of headroom, everything I need. Got the little mirror, and then I had to put in this towel rack. It didn't come with that. But one thing you might notice is there is no sink in here. There just was no room for it. I mean, Jayco could have put it on this side, maybe, but you just can't fit. And then you'd have to plumb it and all that, or you can maybe put a sink over here inside the shower, but that's a waste. So yeah, I'm brushing my teeth in the main sink. Okay, well, it doesn't stop there. As you can see, there is hardly any room from the toilet to the door. So guess what? When I'm in here, door's open. Just how it is. Not enough room. And I put in this medicine cabinet. That even takes up more room. And I kind of like this medicine cabinet, although it's very heavy. You know, basic medicine cabinet. I had to do some things to it. But I was worried about this hollow door again. It's only like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch on each side. And that's why I went overkill with the screws, the nuts and bolts. And it holds it up. Even when I was putting it up, one bolt held everything. So just to make sure everything's good. Okay, I think that was everything I wanted to cover. Turn these lights off. Okay, that's it.